Hey, D groups. Tonight, we want to have a conversation about pornography. Obviously, we've been talking about it on our Sunday mornings. We had the Ted Shimmer event on our Sunday evening, and we really want to have an open discussion as much as possible about it among those of you who are growing in Christ together. Now, for some of you, this won't be any big deal. Your life is an open book. You have no problem sharing, and no matter what the sin struggle, no matter what the issue, you just want to talk about it. But for some of us, this can really bring a lot of fear and trepidation because we're worried that people may misinterpret things if we talk about them. That maybe every question we ask is a personal thing that we're asking about us. And so we don't want to say anything that may be misconstrued. We're worried that people may judge us if we do talk openly about a struggle that we're having or about the idea that we've looked at pornography recently in our life or even sometime in the past. We may worry that someone may share this with someone else, maybe their spouse who will share it with someone else's spouse, and they'll get back to our spouse and we're not ready to have that conversation yet, or whatever it may be. So we just want to take a minute and really just try and encourage you to have a healthy conversation under the grace of Jesus Christ. One of the things we would encourage you to do as a small group is to break up into men and women if you're in a mixed gender group. We think that'll bring some more authentic sharing as well as allow for natural accountability relationships to form, for you guys to be able to pray for each other, whether you're men or women. It's not the kind of thing that we would want people from different genders holding one another accountable for and praying for each other for. And so really we think that'll have the best effect in your conversation together. So we encourage you to do that. And then also to make sure that you're keeping these conversations confidential, that everyone can trust in the group, that if they share something, that they know that it's safe. Now, obviously, if someone's sharing that, man, they are addicted to pornography and they share that week after week after week and they're not changing anything about it and they're kind of living life as if it's no big deal, there may come a point where someone needs to say, hey, you need to talk to a counselor, you need to talk to your spouse about this. And if not, there may come a point where we need to go and help you have that conversation. So I don't want to make it sound like that it's like a lawyer-client deal where no one can ever say anything. But obviously, we want to know that in this conversation, things aren't going to be shared without permission and without some other conversation first. So, man, please engage in this well. The last thing we'd want is for people to stay stuck in sin, and for people to stay trapped in a lie. Satan loves to use isolation and fear to keep us wrestling with, to keep us in sin, to keep killing us. And we really want to be the kind of church that walks in the freedom of Jesus Christ and of His grace. No sin struggle in the eyes of God is greater or lesser than any other. Every sin struggle is a rejection of Him at some level. And so just because yours may be a struggle with pornography, someone else may be a struggle with something else, it doesn't mean you're worse and they're better than you. We need to be able to operate under the grace of Jesus Christ for the glory of God as a church family together. So we really want to encourage you just to have a great discussion about it, spend time praying with each other over it, and just know you're free to talk about it without any strange assumptions being made about why you're asking or where you're coming from. That's the kind of group and heart we'd love to have. So hope you guys have a great discussion. Thanks so much.